There are so many Pokemon fans in the world that enjoy sharing their love of the franchise through art. Whether they create their own Pokemon or try to draw a Pokemon in a realistic way, there's so much Pokemon fan art out there. Sometimes, though, the artist will take a more sinister approach. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with CBR and ring that bell to become a part of our notification squad so you never miss a video. Without further ado, here are some classic Pokemon characters in villain form.
I'm Ash, and this is my partner, Pikachu.
Evil Ash. Ash has been possessed multiple times in Pokemon by entities that have caused him to act in quite a villainous manner. If he ever actually turned evil, though, he would look a lot like this fan art by Natty-chan.
Don't bother me now, Pikachu. Quit it. Ugh.
VENOM Gengar. Venom is a Marvel anti-hero who has possessed multiple characters in the franchise throughout the years, and Matthias 4 Bolts shows us how Gengar would look if Venom got hold of it. We have to admit, Gengar is the perfect Pokemon to get possessed by Venom.
You mustn't hurt the other Pokemon in the city.
Realistic Mewtwo. Mewtwo is one of the coolest Pokemon out there, and is a clone of the adorable Mew, so you'd think it would be an awesome-looking Pokemon in real life. Well, the artist Leash shows us how terrifying Mewtwo would actually look in the real world. Now we need some eye bleach. Infernape Mojo Jojo. Infernape is the final evolution of the Fire-type starter in Generation 4, and Shawarma Machine decided to make a crossover between the Pokemon and the Powerpuff Girls' most persistent villain, Mojo Jojo. It actually looks amazing, as if that's what Infernape should have looked like from the get-go.
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Misty vs. Evil Misty. The Anakin vs. Obi-Wan Star Wars fight is about as iconic as it gets in terms of movie scenes, and Athen War brings the duel on Mustafar to life in Pokemon form. We see two Misties duking it out in a battle to the death. Evil Blastoise. We knew Blastoise was big, but we didn't know he was scary. The Blastoise by Milkman Dart is the stuff of nightmares. It looks like a White Walker from Game of Thrones, so we want our Dragon Glass, and we want it now.
All right, Magikarp, let's escape!
Venom Magikarp. We're used to seeing Magikarp splash around and be pretty much useless, but not if it's possessed by Venom. This Magikarp from Pokemon Draw looks like a venomous piranha that will gobble us up in a split second. We don't think we'll be going fishing anytime soon. Evil Beedrill. If you like your childhood to remain innocent, look away, because this Beedrill will give you nightmares for weeks on end. It's an amazing piece of art by J.R. Coffrin and Preston Stone, but it has turned the cute bee into a hideous monstrosity.
What does Harvey know about you and his little bully?
Jokemon. The Joker is Batman's most notorious villain, and Pikachu is the mascot of Pokemon, so Yeezus decided to combine the two and see what happens. The result was a Pikachu who looks like he got blasted by a makeup gun and a Jokemon pun. We love it! Golem-Eye. Sableye is a dark and ghost-type Pokemon with a lot of gems in its body. You know who loves to collect gems? Gollum from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. This creepy gem-filled Gollum by Genie would make anyone pass out at the sight of him.
So it's true. I mean, do you really have the what?
Pokemon Dark Mark. If you're a Potterhead, then you know all about the Dark Mark of Voldemort's Death Eaters. Yakus Berchi decided to replicate the Dark Mark, but with a Pokemon twist. It was made with a Cubone skull and an Ekans. It's a nice touch. Evil EMBAR. EMBAR is the fully evolved Fire-type starter of Gen 5, and he's, well, a big friendly boar with flames. The Dark Hell's rendition of EMBAR is much less friendly. The starter looks like a pissed-off final boss of a WoW raid.
Don't be afraid.
I am not afraid.
Team Maleficent. Maleficent is the villain of Sleeping Beauty, who's capable of turning herself into a dragon. So Viva Fleischer decided to give her a shiny black and red Charizard. Maybe she could even transform into the Pokemon. Who knows? We also like the rest of her team.
And what will you do if I vow to spare him?
Loki P. Loki is the Asgardian god of mischief who met his untimely demise in Avengers Infinity War. He would also look adorable if he somehow transformed into Caterpie. Pink Shimmer created an uber-confident Caterpie demanding we kneel, so we guess that's what we'll do. Evil Eevee. What the hell is that? Eevee is one of the cutest Pokemon in the franchise, yet Soup and Butter found a way to make the creature look like a beast. The eyes and earrings are just too creepy for our liking. This realistic Eevee is enough to make us puke. Evil Togepi. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse than that Eevee, we have Michael Jake's rendition of Togepi. If you were eagerly awaiting your Togepi to hatch and this monstrosity is what comes out of the egg, you'll be running for your life.
Please, no!
Emperor Palpitoad. Get it? Instead of Emperor Palpatine, it's Emperor Palpitoad. Aren't we just hilarious? Man, we do love how derpy this Pokemon and Star Wars crossover art is by zero. It would be really hard to take Palpatine seriously if that's what he looked like. Bowser toys. Let's face it, Blastoise does look like it was based off of Bowser. Or maybe they were both based off of turtles? Either way, this fan art by Masa Bowser shows us that Bowser wouldn't mind taking a page out of Blastoise's playbook with 3 built-in cannons.
It's not gonna end like this, Mewtwo. We won't let it.
Wow, there you have it. Which one of these evil Pokemon characters was the scariest? Are there any that we may have missed? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to CBR to keep up to date with all of our videos. Thanks for watching.